Hello. Well, it's wet though. Thought I'd make a video outside and show you something here in a minute. Yeah, it's a little bit warmer out here, and I figured I'd just do something outside for one time. And well, I show you something. Check out this. Check this out. Them boys think they're gonna make a wasp nest. Look how it's shaped though. Isn't it funny how it's shaped? They think they're gonna make a wasp nest on the eve of my house. They had lost their mind. I'm gonna get rid of you in a minute. Probably get stung while I'm at it. But anyway, I want to make this video telling you about the first Bible printed in America in the English language. That was the Robert Atkins Bible. And I was going to do this in the sunlight, but I better kind of take it easy around that wasp nest, because they wouldn't like that the other day. They kind of built it up a little bit more. And I cut grass out here Tuesday, finally finished that. But I'm going to get over here in the shade over here. Check out the mountains. Yeah, what I need right here is like a chair. Get out here and sit in the shade and do videos. Ooh, 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 ooh. So I can walk. Yeah, must be nice. Oh yeah. Got a nice mountain view. Trees. Let me cut that limb down. The Bible of the American Revolution. First edition of the Extraordinary Scares Atkins Bible. And I believe I had one of those. Or did I? I don't know. Well, it's very scarce, it's very rare. It says the first American Bible of profound importance in defining the freedom and identity of America. As long as the United States remained under British rule, the British government forbade the printing of Bibles in America. When the colonies declared their independence, the importation of Bibles became restricted, and by 1777, there was a severe shortage of Bibles in America. On September 11th, 1777, the shortage of Bibles was brought to the attention of the Continental Congress by its chaplain, Dr. Patriot Printer. He said in his report that the Bibles were urgently needed because the use of the Bibles is so universal and its importance so great. And on Dr. Allison's advice, make every attempt to import 20,000 Bibles in English from Holland, Scotland, or elsewhere into the different parts of the Union. The importation of Bibles soon proved to be nearly impossible, and the Continental Congress had to search for another alternative to supply the population with their most important book. On January 21st, 1781, the noted colonial printer Robert Atkins petitioned Congress for both sanction and support for the production of a complete Bible for the American people, and a committee was immediately formed to determine if Atkins were qualified to produce a book of such significance. Atkins' impressive credentials: he had, among other things, been the publisher of the Journals of Congress for the first Congress and published numerous articles by Thomas Paine. Convinced the committee, and on September 10th, 1782, a congressional resolution was adopted granting Atkins permission and financial support for the printing of the first edition of the first American Bible. It says George Washington, one of the greatest supporters of the Anglican Bible, was so pleased with the result that he regretted that the revolutionary troops had been disbanded before he could provide them with such an appropriate symbol of his gratitude. Writing to a friend, Washington lamented, "It would have pleased me well if Congress had been pleased to make such an important present," that is a copy of the Anglican Bible, "to the brave fellows who had done so much for the security of their country's rights and establishment." The printing of the new Bible marked a significant moment in the history of the United States. More American versions of the Bible soon followed, and no longer subject to British editions of the Bible. The United States was for the first time able to fully express the freedom of religion held so dearly by the population. The Anglican Bible was companioned by the people and symbolized a dramatic release from British and indeed government control over their right and ability to worship. It says, although 10,000 copies of the Anglican Bible were printed, the first printing is extraordinarily scarce. Today's 20th century estimates place the number of extant copies between 30 and 40, with possibly 5, certainly not more than 10 in private hands. It is one of the world's rarest books, significantly rather than even the Gutenberg Bible. So how you like that? Anyway, that's what was on there. Kind of hard to hold this computer. Go ahead and close it down. Anyway, that's pretty interesting, I think. That's like, wow. I mean, that just makes you feel all kind of patriotic. Man, I tell you what, it makes you all kind of good just to even know that. But that was very interesting. I was glad to read that. I remember hearing about it before, but I didn't think too much of it. Now I think a whole lot more of it. But anyway, just wanted to share that. Look what my big old flat feet did. I think I did that. I don't know. I mean, kind of squished me out of spot here. I don't know. But anyway, I hope you enjoy that, and we'll see you later.